everybody has shown up to show support for KC. So I almost feel like no matter what they pick, they're going to be elevated to new highs, buoyed by the energy of these crowds as we get into the draft.
And we're jumping straight on in. It is the Lee Sin Bard being banned out by KC. Absolutely makes sense.
The coaches look nervous on stage. They know Dylan Falco. It's coming for their job.
We'll have to see what they're going to be looking to go for. I guess it's
Joking, of course. HamBak Lee Sin banned. Huhi Bard banned.
As we delve deeper into these drafts, but Caitlyn still been this priority pick, and I'd love to see some more Kai'Sa.
Kai'Sa, Caitlyn, I mean, we were treated to it by Eddie, we were treated to it by Gala as well, but we have seen...
What do you think about Dylan Falco? Yeah, he's good.
We've seen Hans Sama on it. We just saw it in our previous best of one, and it's that...
Skana KC ban against HamBak. A lot of jungle bans here in the opening. Will Javan be picked, or do people care enough about Poppy? Or are we just slamming something completely different? Javan, Poppy.
They really want to
Camille.
in against Yike and Canna, because we saw
Camille.
the impact Canna had yesterday over on main stage. However, KC on the other side, they're removing again that very aggressive jungler in Lee Sin, getting rid of that playmaking.
Please.
And
Please. All right, thank God. Thank God. All right, at least this is good, because we can pick Poppy into Javan answer, into Orianna. That's good. I don't want to see these bad players play Camille, bro. I don't want to see it.
But speaking of the big thing, kyeahoo on that Orianna in the mid lane, that control mage. This guy knows how to play Orianna. We've seen him in these matchups. We've seen
All right, Busio, show us your Poppy.
So if KC
that sounds
around this mid laner,
strangely suggestive, but
I think they stand
the champion.
A really good chance to send Sentinels packing.
Yeah, now the big thing here is the other side. We saw the hover for KC going towards that Camille. Now they've decided, okay, Sentinels will take it instead. They've picked up the
Poppy, Javan,
it's
boom.
A tried and true combo. It's been absolutely popping off here at EWC. So I love the proactivity out of Sentinels.
And Nivea,
teams are doing, and now they're saying we can.
Ezreal, I don't mind that. And Nivea, Ezreal, Leona. Okay,
so strong of late.
That's okay.
The strongest AD carries in the game right now, and then we pair it with the Leona. The lockdown is impeccable.
I love this pick of the Leona, right? Camille, Lee Sin of the support world is what I'm starting to call her. Wants to get aggressive, wants to jump on top of your face.
Biggest league of its own. If you believe in yourself,
Leona's like, I welcome it.
Then these things don't matter.
I'm going to CC you for days. It's going to be a one-way trip for this Camille of huhi if he's not careful, because Busio on this Leona has been an absolute monster. He's been a menace. It can be so surprising how tanky these Leonas are. But what I'm seeing so far is more of a sort of long-range poke comp coming out of KC, right? That Ezreal can stay safe in that bot lane all on his own. This means that Leona can roam if they want to. kyeahoo on that Orianna in the mid lane will be A-okay, but we're looking at Sentinels, and it's much divier.
Yeah, look, I love it. I see the Naafiri coming in.
It's justified to call Reaper the fraud after how bad a C9 and KC look.
Now they're able to get a little bit more.
Yeah, Reaper fall off has been tough. Yeah.
To see what they're going to be able to do with it if they're going to get proactivity plays around the map. We're going to
He's had like insanely strong rosters, in my opinion,
to move around with the
and hasn't made it to Worlds.
And that's the thing, right? Camille is a much faster, much more proactive and mobile support.
And I do think that
more traditional support. She's a lot
his
slower.
past merit and the fact that he's multilingual
So Busio is
getting him these positions.
On that Camille across the
Keep in mind, I'm speaking from Reaper. His early career, I have a deep appreciation for, bro. Early C9, even 100 Thieves. And as a player, Reaper was one of the best top laners ever, by the way. Like, Reaper was basically inspired top lane for a solid year. The way he carried, bro. Reaper top lane was insane. And really underrated. He also worked with EDG when they beat SKT. But the last 3 years have been rough on Reaper's track record, you know, very, very rough.
Now, Sylas being picked up, DARKWINGS is going to be feeling good, and okay, Shyvana could be a spicy pick. It can
Yeah, we're
be.
not picking
Still
Qiyana,
seeing
bro.
who's
Like,
on
stop
the
talking
corner
about
to see if it's
Scassus.
going to go with Yike. That is going to be an interesting one. But is there anything that comes to mind for you?
Yeah, Qiyana LCP, and his name is Draktar, very much 1v9 in game to victory. This is an LCP special. We have seen Gam use this time and time again so effectively, and they don't lock it in.
Oh,
we
no.
were talking out such a big story. What an ult for Sylas to steal, and now it's gone.
Okay, no, I don't mind it, actually. I love the Qiyana here. I think it's going to be really, really strong. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be able to move around the map quite well. Rumble's a nice
No
pick
true
up. The
team.
main hover was definitely questionable, but there's no tanks really on the side of Sentinels. So I like this Rumble pickup because think about all the lockdown, all the circles that are going to be there. It's going to be these solar flares into a shockwave.
Yeah, probably Casey will win.
On top. I just see disaster going.
I have no idea how
Casey
Sylas got
able to
picked in
lock
this
these
game,
fights
guys.
down.
And here's the thing, we were talking
On what
about
planet do you want to play
Impact that
Sylas?
priority, giving Impact that comfort, and he's got it. Sentinels
You think
are like,
you're
"We
Saint or
give
what?"
you last pick. We give you counter pick into that top lane matchup. You will not be weak side. You will get your comfort.
I would hate to
Here is
pick
that
Kyeahoo
classic
top when I have
Ornn
Sylas and
as
Naafiri in
well.
my team, bro.
Cassante hover, but Ornn, the scaling, the engage. I actually love this. He can lock down. He can almost die with them.
Nah, bro. We get outscaled on Mercs, guys. We have Ziggs, Sylas, Ornn.
You're right. Is the call of the
Nah, bro. It's just whatever. Sentinels is very unserious in my opinion. They're gonna lose this game hard.
An equalizer with a full AP Sylas is going to be so much damage in these fights. But the other side of that, it's all this lockdown. It's all this engage. Sentinels need to be really proactive in the early
I
game.
think Casey win this easy, bro.
Impact's going to have to take a back seat, at least till maybe level 11.
If they don't, then EU is just tragically bad.
Full control.
Yeah, look, this Ornn needs to weather the.
I don't know what to expect of huhi Camille. huhi Camille, guys.
That's what Impact needs to do.
My man he's an OG, you know. Put him on Alistar, you know. Let him play some Rel or something. Oh, my man is playing Camille. Look at the line of bad Camilles we've seen the last month. Is huhi going to be the one who breaks the mold? Especially with this draft that gets outscaled at Mercs. You're full AP, man. Full AP.
And if you can hear the crowd, they are absolutely losing it. Getting ready for the first match, Sentinels versus KC. And look at them there.
Last time you said one team gets outscaled by Mercs, Lion lost. Yeah, I'm just talking about game chances. Bro, in the game position that Lion was in, they should have won. They were in a giga winning position. If inspired, then Isles decide to run it the fuck down, you know, it is what it is. If I had a crystal ball and I could predict the whole ass future, you think I would be here streaming? I'd be betting on games and live in a $1 billion mansion.
It's going to be so big in these team fights, and if it doesn't get the space or at least make
I'm giving you probabilities.
Really struggle.
And that's so important, right? That bellows breath coming out of that Ornn, spacing the rest of KC, being able to be that front line that Sentinels need, because yes, they've got the dive tools, but they're fragile. Ornn, arguably the biggest wall in League of Legends, though, can make up for that.
Big difference here, though, is that I don't even think that their comp scales that good.
Sentinels, but equally, KC have equipped themselves with the tools they need to CC Sentinels down and out.
Yeah, I think one thing is noted as well is I don't ever really.
Bro, imagine you have a time machine, right? And you're trying to convince your parents. You're like, we have to buy Bitcoin. We have to buy all Charizards. We have to buy all these Charizards. And they cost €20 now. But let me tell you, all these Charizards, we're gonna buy a big ass house, and they're like, shut up. Imagine you're there as a 12-year-old, like no one wants to give you their credit card, nobody wants to give you any access, nobody wants to help you. Everyone's just disrespecting you. It's like, your opinion is shit. Who are you, dumbass? Charizards, not Nvidia stocks, but bro, first edition Charizards have gone up in value more than in Nvidia stocks.
on the side of Sentinels here, right?
A little.
Yeah,
I remember my friend bought MDMA for 20 bitcoins.
And they've got some slow, maybe knock up there from the
nice.
Sylas.
Unlucky, bro.
I want to talk about because he has the solar flare, he has the shockwave, he has the display of talent.
Oh, choo-choo Ornn coming out onto the rift. We're making those tracks run fast. The coals are burning. KC are looking for something here.
All right, pause.
Master their roam time is to be in that mid lane to prevent, dare I say, the new support, gank meta that has emerged here. But we are on the rift for our first game in the best of 3 between KC and Sentinels here at EW 2026 at the Qiyana City Battleground.
Oh, baby, we are ready and locked in here, Logan. It's time for this game to get underway, and the tracks are choo-chooing. Get out of here. But no, Sentinels, I think, have a really strong game. I think they're going to be looking really...
I don't know, they're just so AP heavy, and HamBak needs to get really far ahead in this game somehow.
It's going to take a little bit of time for it to come online. You still need DARKWINGS to get this hijack so you can get the ball, you can get the shockwave, but maybe you want a couple other things. Maybe you want a barrage just in case to get one of those long-range snipes. Maybe you do want to get the supreme display of talent and just lock down this team in a game. So I think it really is going to revolve strongly around the mid lane for the side of Sentinels, whereas I'm looking very strongly towards, I would argue it's going to be mid-jungle for the side of KC. I think it really is on Yike and kyeahoo to actually do some proactive plays and move together.
Yeah, look, Yike and kyeahoo are definitely a dynamic duo for KC. We've seen them before, but Canna is not without his credits as well. We saw him yesterday dominating in that topside matchup, making plays for KC. To hear them rally around and cheer for...
Narcs are like snitches in this context. Or like people that are disguising themselves as police.
Well, the big thing with DARKWINGS as well is they actually went very well into Gen G today. Like, DARKWINGS was very successful, didn't really die all that much. It was only right at the end of the game when Gen G closed it out that they got their first death. So DARKWINGS, I'm expecting to have a good performance. I think they're warmed up. Their hands are feeling fresh. They've got the home crowd. Oh, no, they don't. Opposite. They don't have the home crowd. Maybe it's a slight disadvantage, but you know what? That's okay. Because KC, I think he's going to feel pretty good.
I want to point out there,
we are looking at the best player in KC.
Unfortunately, had to miss a cannon minion.
kyeahoo.
Otherwise, I imagine kyeahoo would have absolutely blasted Darkwing out of that mid lane. But here, impact on this Ornn is effectively pushing these waves into Canna, but Canna on that rumble able to keep him away.
But that's not ideal for an Ornn. Like, you want to have the wave more.
Do you like Durum, Yamaro? Yeah, I like Durum. Durum Döner's nice,
he's just shoving it in, and it's just a bit of a disaster. He's going to be losing XP, he's going to be losing gold, and it is on really Canna to hold this wave, but a little bit of a fight as KC starting to move up from this bot side. But Rahel doing a good job popping out some vision, but
I have a feeling this game will be very Western, bro.
These visions, and it is just this early scuttle fight. Let's see if HamBak's up for the challenge. This is a 3v1.
Well, Sentinels should want to fight this no matter what, bro. Their champions are designed for this fight. If you don't fight here, then what is the point? You have Camille, Sylas, Camille with Ignite. They're just giving it up. Yike goes top. Seems like KC know as well.
But they were too slow, a little too late as huhi goes into trade on Caliste. Busio flashing over the wall here.
Ignite as well here. huhi is quite low. They need to be quite careful, but HamBak's waiting in the wings. Might just look
Caliste backing off because he knows Naafiri's coming.
Trying to keep them at bay, but Rahel got
he wants the base on cannon, TP back with refillable and tier, standard stuff.
Have to get an early base here. It's not going to be good as they might be able to snag a sneaky little...
You think EU stands a chance at Worlds? No.
They definitely need to reset as well.
Look at the rosters of the top 4 teams in the world. And tell me how on earth should G2 like Europe come on top or the West come on top. You have to hope that HLE, Gen G, T1 are all bad at the same time with BLG, of course. And then like there's gonna be like a team or two that is gonna be even demonic from the LPL on top of that. Like let's say GDG. Let's say JDG is gonna be amazing.
With that range, 12, almost 2 waves up over Darkwing.
Could be.
Caliste and Rahel going pretty much toe to toe. So the only, dare I say, tangible, meaningful gold difference at this point in time is for kyeahoo in the mid lane, and he has just TP'd back there.
But it's only 4.5 minutes into this game, so really not too...
Maybe IG's gonna cook, baby. Come on, that's what's up. The shy and Rookie back at it again. Let's see how divorced Rookie is gonna play. Alright, this is a good fight for Sentinels in my opinion once again. Busio falling quickly, that's first blood.
knocks it down.
They can kill HamBak. Flash over the wall for kyeahoo.
They're looking for more. Yike picks up the
And that's a
kill.
winner for
It's
KC.
0-0. KC double
And I think
kill
that
for
KC is going to outscale from here, bro.
The intelligent play out of kyeahoo there. kyeahoo ignored the kill on HamBak and kept pushing for huhi, getting that extra damage, getting that extra chase down, and really closing the door on Sentinels. DARKWINGS, though, trying to get something back on kyeahoo here, getting that health advantage.
I think it was a good chance for Sentinels. I don't know. The champs are supposed to be strong in those spots.
Now picking up a shockwave. It's a bit of a funky
Was
one
Busio mid lane?
because you have to get on top of them. It only spawns it into you, not out from you. So it's a bit of a different type of play, but once you lock in,
The worst pro player name of all time. There was a guy playing Rengar on Riftbound stream. His name was Mom Sky.
HamBak is first to that Drake, as you've said. The vision control now down. Sentinels in command. They have that priority to have that vision control. So if KC want it, they're going to need to come into a ready, prepared, and aware.
And also, there was a pro player name of an Indian player playing PUBG Mobile.
And knew that Sentinels were coming, but KC answered in kind.
He had to rename before playing at a Worlds.
Got that extra bounty, but the summoners burnt here.
But it's just a health difference here. You can see they were just too low. So KC knew they could just take the fight.
He named himself
Yeah, and so KC showed up, and that,
After
again,
the
heads up
painter.
play from kyeahoo. He followed up. They got the HamBak, and then they also got huhi.
Mental.
kyeahoo had targeted.
Supreme display. Yike wants blood.
Yike is all alone.
Has to be careful as 3 members coming in. Huhi, Call of the Forge God is going to be there, but no, the
What are we
shutdown is
doing,
good.
bro?
HamBak
Look at where your
actually able to
teammates
take
are.
Impact here now. Trying to do a little bit more pulling.
Look at
away
where your
into
teammates
the
are.
space, but still, great proactivity here out of Sentinels.
Busio goes in. It's just a cheeky little poke on the DARKWINGS, but I love that coming out of Impact.
Oh my
Lane,
lord.
And he threw his ultimate all the way down near mid lane
Yep.
just to get that slow, that extra bit of CC to really guarantee it. Yes, Sentinels had the numbers advantage, but when you've got a free kill, looking
Right,
at
guys, our
like that,
the
why
chat
not
is
make
becoming
sure
too
to
mental.
just get
Cleanse,
every
cleanse,
little
purge
bit of
it.
assist gold you can. So now Impact.
Oh, looking for it as Busio does just get caught out. It's a lot of damage.
Ooh.
Shockwave is good.
No
He's
idea.
just
This
got enough
KC
damage.
sequence
Oh,
was
Busio
terrible.
Able to live on about 10 HP. Absolutely stunning.
I have to imagine if DARKWINGS had a more aggressive build, if he didn't have that Doran shield, but rather, I know he's got that Dark Seal, but maybe another
Purge,
Doran's ring,
purge
he
the chat,
might
purge
have
the chat,
had
guys.
The damage there. Busio, though, able to walk that one out, and you've got to be happy with that as KC. Drake on the rift. Grubs in 20 seconds, and Canna has the priority in that top side lane, so I have to imagine they're going to convert that into the Grubs.
I think the big thing here is Sentinels probably really want these grubs. You have a Ziggs. That is the combo. If you get the mites jumping out when you hit a tower,
Yike
it goes that
Yike
much
invading
faster.
on his
I
own.
think that's going to be a higher priority. So HamBak being down here, maybe they're looking to trade, and I personally don't think that's the right call. I think you need to empower Rahel here and give them a little bit more, but maybe they're saying they just don't want to let the dragon scaling to be a thing.
Yeah, and maybe Rahel's feeling himself there as we do see that vision control on the top side. And Yike has started those grubs up. I feel like they've recognized the potential and they want to steal those grubs away quick smart. Clearly some comms have happened. They've gone, HamBak, you go for that Drake at the same time that Yike is going for the grubs, and we'll just swap those jungle objectives.
Yeah, it's a good
What's best
trade.
in-game name? Honestly, I think the in-game name Nemesis goes pretty damn hard, bro.
Grubs would have been really good here for Sentinels, but at the end of the day, Dragon Soul is one of the best in the game, especially when you get that Elder online as well, if you can get to that. But still, we're getting closer. We see the next dragon is a Hextech, so we might be
Impact
seeing
is also a
the
sick
first
name.
here on B stream, which I'm always excited about here, Logan, and I know the crowd.
I think
will be
Viper is
too.
a sick
Let's see.
name.
It is DARKWINGS as well, still doing quite well.
Viper is
They're
a
very even
cool,
lanes right
badass
I
name.
mean, DARKWINGS
Zeus is also
have
sick.
20 CS, so kyeahoo doing a great job of zoning him off, keeping him from getting in there. huhi onto Busio here. 2v1, but a TP coming in.
Yeah, it could be
If
the
you're
two
coming
versus
through,
one.
this is a very slow
Potentially
TP though. It's
so.
pre 10 minutes.
At the end of the day, it's just Caliste. They're not looking for an extended fight. It's okay. It's all right. Like, Caliste is still... I'm not trying to doubt the man. I'm just saying, if that's just the TP you're using, I don't know.
You can't say it's just Caliste here in France, in front of the
I
French.
didn't mean that, though. You know what I meant. I was trying to say that it's like, why would they look for the fight? Like, I think the TP was just to get that little bit of priority. Caliste is fantastic. Let's not forget that. And it's not just Caliste, it's Caliste.
That's it. But the gold lead slowly building in the face of KC. They're up to 1k now at the 9 and a bit minute mark.
I personally think that grubs are pretty damn useless.
This
This has been my take the whole year. Ever since they changed turret health, I think if you lose anything for doing grubs, I think it's bad.
Down 10 CS, so Yike is
Sincerely.
almost most of that gold lead over to KC, but Canna is up as well.
I love this though. We're seeing huhi and Busio doing a really good job rotating around, playing around the junglers too. Impact, bit of a masterclass trying to get those brittle breaks on them, but there's the equalizer as well. We'll see if Impact be able to hold a little bit more. The force guard is called, does get the knockup, but you're quite low. It might not be enough. The flash has come out, but Yike comes in for cleanup crew.
Yike was there first. HamBak was too late. Yike has every single kill. This is a fed jungler. That's a first completed.
Nah, don't worry, my team disagrees with me on the grub point. It's all good.
Trade in. Oh,
Okay.
Display is going to be good. HamBak actually at the disadvantage might go down. Minis are good. The flash goes.
What is HamBak doing?
Yike gets the solo molo.
What the hell was that, HamBak?
100% of KC's kills. This is Yike's game so far in this early 11 minutes. Where is Sentinels? How can they answer the aggression?
Jeez, HamBak just
Yike.
ran it the hell down.
I've talked about it. It's the late game. We're slowly stalling, but the way that KC is playing, they're doing such a good job of trying to.
How would you change your grub buff then to make it useful? Make it percentage damage to the tower.
Real tragedy though.
Like the turrets have 9,000 health, guys, and it does flat damage. You hit the turret for 30 seconds and your grubs did 300 damage. Like it doesn't do anything.
You know what? If I'm Yike, I'm like, if you want the kills, you got to earn the kills, right? I'm in the right place at the right time, and I'm getting the gold, and I'm going to carry this game. Sometimes that's all it needs. Sometimes, if someone gets so far ahead, the rest of the team goes, we're going to keep on feeding you. We're going to protect the president, and Yike, it's you today.
Yeah, yikes, that's pretty good. But now, we're coming in. DARKWINGS does have the solar flare now too, so this is a big team fight starter. Dragon up in a minute and a half. We'll have to see.
It's just that Outer Towers have too much health, plain and simple.
HamBak's playing a dangerous game. You found Busio, you found Yike. You're in the wrong place. You're going to have to go up into the air. But now, here's huhi. Oh, a little bit of fear, but putting down a good ward kept them out of danger.
Yeah, but they're not done yet. Sentinels are still here. They're like,
Yeah, sure, they tank turret shots, but there's also cases where they don't, right? Wow, the Q flash from Camille. It's a massive comeback. If they can dive them here, there's no wave, so kyeahoo's collapsing as well. He has vision to do so. Busio walking too far forward. I like the Caliste's posturing though. I think what Busio did is haram. Busio, you don't need to play the same as Ezreal. Nice flash from HamBak.
They're looking for everything. It's going to be cleaned up. Sentinels are just diving. Who's going to go down?
Oof.
Trade one, but it is a Sentinels victory.
I think Busio really misplayed this.
Came for everything and they walked away with more. kyeahoo rotated down to try and prevent the play, and Sentinels said, "Thank you, we'll take you as well."
Thing is, Headshot, you are looking for black and white answers to a question that isn't.
Oh, look, it's not what the crowd is wanting here, unfortunately, but Sentinels now.
Like, are we diving top? Do I have other camps to take? Could I have defended the play? Like, grubs are fine to take to give a lot of XP, but there's a lot of things on the map that are more important.
All the kills, none of it really went onto this Ziggs as your main carry. Rahel needs some love.
And here it goes again, right? This was HamBak and huhi. They were almost repelled from the jungle, and they went, you know what? We're going back in. huhi, hook shots over the wall. Hextech ultimatums onto Yike, locks him down. Mega Inferno Bomb to take him low immediately. There goes, as you said, the most fed member.
Look here, right? All Busio needs to do is stand behind Caliste. Like, 3 frames. But he goes forward, gets E'd when Caliste is playing on his spells, you know? The Busio could have been completely healthy. It's very bad from Busio.
The way that HamBak is able to get it and then W and avoid it, this is just a masterclass in tower dive. huhi knows he needs to get the aggro and will die, but ultimately it is so worth it because they also get the turret on top. A great play from Sentinels, and not much KC could have done.
It's almost one of those similar like desperation plays where you need to go for it, but now there's the Forge God.
That was that Ornn.
Good too. Equalizer drops onto 3. It's a lot of damage. huhi's low, but they did.
Yo, falls.
We'll have to see if they can do a little bit more. Impact is getting melted into oblivion. It is absolutely
farming kills here on this Qiyana.
Another double kill.
Yeah, Yike will not be perturbed.
KC had no time to prepare for
Drake
Sentinels.
is up. The timing of this fight so bad for Sentinels. It's going to give a free Drake over to KC, and it will slow the game down because that's another 5 minutes that it will take. And the Rift Herald up in 15 seconds as well. If KC are able to take this priority that they've earned for themselves out of these team fights, they should net that too. But Rahel, he has priority in that top. It gives Sentinels a way in should they go for it. As we go back to this replay, HamBak on vision, deep in enemy territory. Yike commits the solar.
The way HamBak has died this game is pathetic.
So dang.
Doesn't let his team make a play ever.
His ultimate as well definitely had an impact on that mid lane fight where he was trying to zone KC.
It's a meme, Hidorino, because
I think they were trying. I think it was the
because Caliste said after MSI they didn't have time to rest. But they didn't even play MSI.
Sorry, my guy. But still, they tried to flip it. It was just KC better at the moment. Now that we're looking back at it, gold has swung back again for KC. It is a 500 gold. Now they look at Canna. Let's see if they go for it. Is the house looking to go up in the air potentially soon? But going golden is nice. Gets the flash out. They have a lot of damage. Let's see if they can do enough as the
Canna banana actually gets out somehow.
Yeah, good job there by Sentinels, though. They got all the resources out of Canna. They got the arm guard, they got the flash. So now that arm guard broken, it's going to force him to go into that Zhonya's probably a little bit earlier than he would have wanted to. Does have that Leandri, so he's got
Gotta get myself a drink.
That first strike to get a little bit extra gold farm, and they get that Rift Herald because they saw the Sentinels in the bot lane going after Canna. So really heads up play there to play for time, but they're back in the mid lane.
Oh, he takes it. Darkwing, don't think he meant to hit that one. Caliste! Oh, absolute cinema. That was a good pick. I don't think those chains were meant to hit at all.
Sometimes on Nautilus, when I hit a hook, I'm like, I really didn't want to hit that hook, and that just happened to Darkwings. It is a bloodbath here. It's 15 kills in 16 minutes. It almost reminds me of home back in the LCP, my friend, because these two teams are unrelenting. They go
looking
again.
for more. Busio's looking for a re-engage, but Hextech Ultimatum is good. Solar Flare is used. Yahoo's going to be doing a little bit more as the Shockwave comes in, but you got no mana. Huhi might just be able to live a little bit longer. Caliste is backing away. So they tried to get some plates. They were successful, but couldn't get the kills on the back of it.
What I'm loving is seeing some of these innovations coming out of these supports, right? Busio is going first item belt. Typically, you kind of want to get like that Shield of the Solari to offer some extra protection to your AD carry. Get some MR and AR for yourself. But he's gone straight for that belt, and it's proving invaluable. He's knocked low, it procs immediately, he starts healing up, and he's able to endure.
If Sentinels beat KC, then it's just
Leona build. So these innovations from these players is changing these matches.
It's just more proof that the amount of cannon effect on a region is just amazing.
Look at this top side. It is all KC. They are looking so.
And I think regions should collectively just all teams in a region should pay me an immense amount of money to just join the region.
But I think Impact knows they are not long for this world. Sadly, the train will be derailed, and it is just an absolute shellacking. It is just so much damage. Yeah, I think you just know. Maybe just get the wave if you can. And Canna picks up the kill.
Yeah, but on the other side,
flip it around. Caliste just gone. Huhi does pick them up. It's a 1-4.
No idea what's happening in this game, because I can't understand Ornn dying on side like this, past the neutral when it's team fully into bot side. I don't understand like Ezreal dying in this spot that he's on. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand.
He's kind of behind anyway. He's worth less.
What happens if you join Korea? I was in Korea, and then he won Worlds after losing Worlds.
We wanted him to be within touching distance, but this ain't it.
No, definitely not touching distance, unfortunately. 60 CS is rough, but again, I said it in draft. Impact's taken the back seat. It's not the end of the train tracks for Impact here. We still have a long way to go.
What happened when you joined EU? What do you mean? When I was in EU, we made World Finals back to back.
Has that Ludens, has the Shadow Flame. That's the item spike. This Ziggs is gonna hurt.
And he also has the CS advantage, nearly 40 up and over Caliste. So he's got 2 completed items, whereas Caliste currently only has 1.5. So that item advantage can tell a tale as well. And you look at where the gold lead sits. For KC, it's in that top side. It's Canna and Yike.
A team that does not want to win against a team that wants to lose. Here we go again, a side lane play. Camille and Orianna looking for the angle. You know what? I clown on huhi playing Camille, but honestly, my man has done work. My man has done work this game. Respect to huhi.
Oh, so close.
Poggers. Busio boots are correct. They're fine. Flash is OP on Leona.
Just did not have enough damage. They commit the tools, but importantly, they don't overcommit. It's 15 seconds until the next Drake of the game as both teams...
Boots on Ezreal is valid. What did he buy? Did he buy the lifesteal ones? I hate lifesteal ones. I think the lifesteal shoe. When it came out, I said, guys, these shoes are useless. No one should buy them. What do you think MCO can do? I think they need some new, fresh blood in the team, you know? That team has had the same problems for far too long, bro. When did the cats eat? They ate it maybe like 10.
You don't need to contest for the third Drake of the game when you are 1 Drake apiece. Let's get this top side turret. Let's open up this map so that we get some freedom for HamBak to make some proactive plays. Get some
Lifesteal shoes are good on assassin mid laners, and that's it. Evidence did not see the LS post about DK.
He needs to start making some plays. He needs to start getting creative with the flanks and the old city seals. They have so many engage tools, but I haven't seen them get an effective bite yet.
Alright, full control over bot side, vision. Let's recall, retake top. Let's play a stable game, KC. Let's make sure Rumble pushes up all the way to tier 2 and then retake bottom side in preparation for the Drake later. Come on now.
And when they have such a big lead, the Zhonya's is confirmed. It'll be so hard to lock down.
They are good on crit ADCs because they allow you to go Legend Alacrity instead of Bloodline. You know that Berserker Greaves gives you 35% attack speed. And Alacrity at max stack gives you what, 18?
A dynamic duo that will lead to your death. 3 lethality items onto Yike. If Yike is able
Who did the math on that, Vayne is lame?
You're dead. Plain and simple. There's nothing you can do about
Who
that.
did the math on that?
More item completions as I love Rahel's item here. He's got, I think that's that QSS that gives him that protection from the magic spells. So really good value there. Protects him from kyeahoo.
Alright, bot lane is a dead lane, but why is KC overgrouping? Why are we grouping? Why don't we do the play that I suggested? Why don't we help Rumble push top all the way? What are we grouping for? Why are we here? What is that Orianna ult? What is that Leona ult? Astaghfirullah. I don't understand why we're here. Why is the 10 players here? For what?
Looks for more, and now they're cleaning up the double kill for Yike is so good, and KC take the lead first.
I can't believe KC wanna fight that hard when Orianna ults on the floor and Leona ults on the floor, bro.
Into that Hextech ultimatum, but KC was so strong that they come out of that fight at 4,000 gold.
As Drake spawns in 3 minutes. You know, we could have taken over top lane completely, pushed all the way, crashed into tier 2, put full vision, trap, recover bot side, make sure that our solo lane is farm, perfect farm. But instead we have a 5v5 on mid lane. For what? For what? I really don't know for what. If Sylas was on that top wave, pushed 1 into 2, like imagine Sylas was just on top wave right now. What KC would be in such a troll position. Did Berserker Greaves get nerfed? Maybe they got nerfed. I don't know where I got 35% from. Maybe you're right, Zampe. Yeah, I think Bloodline is just better than those shoes.
That's exactly it. Logan, I think it was really the case of both teams were splitting the fight. They had different people they were looking to go for, and it was just a case of they couldn't lock them down fast enough. It was KC and HamBak now getting caught once again. DARKWINGS needs to be careful. TP's here. Mega Inferno bomb.
Canna pushing forward, trying to get HamBak. Will he do it? The burn. Ooh. Alright, it's done. GG. Why C9 did not need WC? There was only 2 NA teams that qualified, and C9 didn't make it through the qualifier, and they didn't win the split either. So there you have it, son.
To that Baron now because Sentinels, they don't even have a jungler, they don't have a mid laner, so they've still got to wait. Maybe 3 of them can chip away, but this surely has to be KC's Baron here.
Look, it's a 5v3. Impact needs to get in here. Huhi needs to lock down Yike. This is the player that they need to take off the map. But 4k health, there's the Forge God going for it. It's just secured. Baron locked in.
Nice turn. Q on huhi.
Busio is low, but charging forward, landing everything they can. Zenith plays good, but now, who's good as this? Rahel, he's got Yike dominating the lead.
I think they can end.
Double kill again. Let's see.
That was not TP, so maybe not.
KC and Yike are taking so much away from Sentinels.
The Champs-Élysées is a busy
Yike is 7,000 gold ahead.
Right now.
7,000 gold ahead, bro.
A fight against what KC is putting forward. Where is this team? They're now down 9k against KC, against Karmine Corp, and 5,000 plus of that is into Yike. We said it at the start. Yike had all the gold. Yes, they got him, but he's
Bottom power play is cooking.
I'm going to build my gold lead even bigger. Nearly 4 completed lethality items. Who can stop?
No, I'm excited, you know.
Yike said,
Scrims right now with C9, I definitely feel that the player skill is enough. You know? But now it's a question of can we set up practice in a way where the players get the most out of it? Can they put ego aside to work on their weaknesses, you know? This is the main question. And it's something that's very unique to me is like, I've never coached in NA. So it's like NA scrims and NA solo queue is
such a good job. They've hit the 10k goal.
Jesus.
Power spike. This is where it's do or die.
Didn't you say the C9 roster skillless though? It was the C9 roster just added players.
There's at least 2 level difference on almost every single player here, at least in that top side.
There's 7 players on the roster.
Is Yike's dominance right now. That Baron power play still has a minute. 4.7k gold out of that for KC right now. Yeah, there's a Drake in 4 minutes, but I have to
the Drake is now, and it's being taken.
It's also, you know, the contrast is always, it's like, you look like at players like Sven and APA, right? They've had very, very high peaks very recently, you know? So you just need to like tweak on things and hope, you know, that you find the right combination again, you know? Kind of like trying to open a safe. You have to try some lock combinations and see if you can find yourself again, you know?
KC are killing the right people first. They don't care that Ornn is there. They're going to play around Ornn and collapse in the back end of the fight.
They have their targets. They know who the enemy is, and they have just locked them down. A huge play. And there's
Ornn, not sure what Ornn is doing.
But you know what? It's all
He's doing something.
We'll have to see. It's a shockwave being used. Impact. That's the wrong side of the map, my friend.
Holy Canna's just having a good time, bro. Look at him, bro.
But now Yike going forward.
GG.
Canna picks up a kill as well. They're on I think they could just close this game out pretty soon.
Surely the end is nigh. 3 members of
the end is nigh.
No reason for no reward. There's no objectives on the rift. Impact
the end is nigh. He said. I've never heard a caster say the end is nigh.
It's to 3 against Sentinels. Oh, it feels like the LEC has shown up here.
Is Arteta still coaching?
Yes, have almost been caught napping.
This guy seems so auraless.
It's only the first game. They could still find a way back in the second.
It's not over till the Nexus goes down, Logan. I've learned that from all my years of playing the game. Never FF, and we never see that here. We'll have to see because Sentinels, yes, they're
is he just a GOAT coach?
To 9. It's a really long shot. But a long shot is still possible.
Damn.
Try to scrape back what they can. A couple tower plates here and there might help out, but it's 20 kills to 9 still. And I think that's a scoreline that KC fans around the world will be quite pleased to see.
Based, okay. I just see like some clips of him talking, and he just seems auraless. But maybe he's a genius when it comes to the game.
To remind the viewers at home, right? Here in the Qiyana City Battleground, this is the lower bracket, right? If you lose here, your key is crushed and you are sent home. So everything is on the line for both of these teams, and KC is playing like they know that. But Sentinels, it feels like the message still hasn't hit home.
Look, and that's always rough. You don't want to get your key crushed, especially trying to get those club points as well. Trying to get a little bit more.
Mourinho's my guy.
But now it's just an easy push down. Where's the response? It really feels like Sentinels can't match anything.
Mourinho's my guy, bro. I'm a Mourinho fan. Mourinho back at Madrid is so exciting.
Now we're just going to see how well they can close it out. They have the top inhibitor. It's already taken away. It's just this mid and bot side. Let's see if they can start pushing it forward, as you do have kyeahoo down here, Busio and Caliste very happy to take it mid. Where will the next big players already? I'm not sure why DARKWINGS is up here. Maybe trying to get a little bit of a push and force them out and not get these supers charging in, but We're waiting. It's 1 minute till a Baron.
You've got to get something across the rest of the rift, right? Obviously, these 5v5s are not working out for KC. KC are roaming to that top side, interrupted the recall. Yike on the hunt for DARKWINGS here. Might have gone too deep on his own.
All right, KC.
Forward,
We're clicking after DARKWINGS. I feel like Sentinels have no clue how to side lane, bro. No clue. All they know is objective setups. But their in between is very weak. Very weak in between. Their solo laners. I'm also a big Klopp enjoyer. I was a big Dortmund fan in the past. When Klopp was on Dortmund with Lewandowski and Götze and Marco Reus, Hummels.
Without Sentinels having any meaningful kind of engage.
And I really love this, though, from the side of KC. They're not rushing. They know they've got
good
the lead.
times.
They know they've got the gold. They can just wait for these fights because they can take any fight they want. They've got the skills, and Yike is playing so well. They can just go for this Baron. It is uncontested. HamBak's not even thinking about it. I feel like they're just waiting for game 2 at this point, and that is disastrous.
But I want to talk about
that's natural.
The intelligence, right? Normally we see a lot of teams contest the Baron, whether it's winnable or not. They're like,
how's this game still not over? It is over.
But of late, a lot of teams go, you know what? We can't win that fight. Let's try and get some cross-map objectives. Let's try and inject some gold into who.
Have you seen the video of a fan meeting like Pep Guardiola in the street in the middle of the night, and Guardiola like panics and he doesn't know how to react? Someone's shouting out, "Hey Pep! Yo Pep! Yo Pep, let me get a picture!" He's trying to like bike away.
And we do see that Impact is up there. He's trying to push the wave out as far as he possibly can, but that's an Ornn.
But yeah, Impact can't push that out. You're right, it is an Ornn. They don't really have the great pushing power. Now they're going to go for Soul and an Infernal, so I did call that one, which makes me feel quite good. I love this extra damage. No wonder Yike is just blowing these players up. There's nothing you can do as Soul has been confirmed. Infernal trade locked in. Now Canna is here. HamBak going a little bit too far.
Not really,
has to go up. The Hound's pursuit is good. But oh my lord, that damage! Canna didn't lose any health, and it is just the victory march here from KC.
Yeah, look, this one looks pretty much wrapped up. They
oh my god!
GG!
That's almost the most fed member out of the Sentinels, and he melted like butter in the face of the damaged KC on their final victory march here in the best of one.
And this is exactly what the fans here in France want to see. It is the game they were hoping for. The destruction, the domination. It's KC looking so fierce in this best of 3.
Cam tours.
Clean this game up with nothing hold back. Let's get those baguettes ready because we're going to lunch.
GG.
In France, KC take game 1 against.
I have to say, HamBak looked horrible this game, bro. And
one-sided from the get-go.